Imagine starting with nothing but a dream and ending up as the #1 luxury brand in the world. That's the incredible journey of Louis Vuitton, a name now valued at over $30 billion. But the story begins not with opulence, but with a homeless teenager who could only dream of success, barely surviving by working odd jobs. Through perseverance and a keen eye for craftsmanship, he transformed those dreams into a billion-dollar empire, pioneering modern luggage in the process. In the 19th century, Louis Vuitton was born and raised in France, the son of a farmer and a hat maker. France was still recovering from the Napoleonic Wars, leaving many farmers, including the Vuittons, on the brink of bankruptcy. From a young age, Louis had no choice but to labor on the family farm, toiling from dawn to dusk, planting crops, raising animals, and stockpiling firewood. Tragedy struck when Louis turned 10. His mother passed away and his father remarried. His stepmother was as wicked as the villains in fairy tales, making his life unbearable. By the age of 13, Louis had had enough and decided to run away. With no money or food, he set out for Paris, hoping for a better future. Louis found work with artisans and craftsmen, learning skills in working with wood, metal, stone, and fabrics. Despite his efforts, he often found himself homeless, sleeping in the woods with only a cloak for warmth. The opening of the first railway line to Paris marked a turning point. As travel became more accessible, the demand for custom-made boxes for aristocrats' belongings grew. This was an opportunity Louis seized upon. Louis's big break came when a craftsman named Monsieur Maréchal hired him as an apprentice. Despite the low pay, Louis's eagerness to learn made him a favorite among Maréchal's clients. His reputation reached the Empress of France, who appointed him as her personal boxmaker. This royal endorsement launched Louis's career, leading him to open his first shop. Early on, Louis revolutionized the luggage industry. At a time when boxes were made of leather with domed lids to shed water, Louis introduced flat-topped trunks that were easier to stack and more water-resistant. This innovation set a new industry standard and laid the foundation for his global luxury empire. Louis also tackled the issue of traditional boxes being difficult to stack and load. He experimented with new materials and chose canvas over leather. Canvas was lighter, more durable, and more water-resistant, allowing for flat lids that made the boxes stackable and easier to load. The waterproof canvas, though grey, gave the boxes a clean and modern look. Louis's creation of the slat trunk marked the birth of modern luggage. Despite initial skepticism, the trunks gained popularity within 2 years, becoming a fashionable travel essential. Louis then turned his attention to handbags, which were seen as inelegant and bulky. Undeterred, he made handbags from canvas, quickly gaining popularity and creating a demand for various styles. As demand grew, Louis enlisted his son George, who brought new ideas to the industry. George invented the tumbler lock, transforming trunks into secure treasure chests. This made the family's products even more desirable, but the Franco-Prussian War halted production and left Louis homeless for a second time. Forced to flee to Paris with his family, they lived in cramped refugee shelters. After the war, Louis rebuilt his workshop in a new location, taking advantage of low property prices. Business thrived again, with orders pouring in from around the world. Embracing bold ideas, Louis used advanced technology to print custom patterns on canvas, creating striped trunks. This new design made customers stand out and deterred counterfeiters. International orders surged, leading Louis to open a shop in London and diversify his clientele to include royals and explorers. To facilitate ordering, Louis released his first catalogue, a move that elevated the business. However, tragedy struck when Louis died suddenly at age 72, leaving George to continue his legacy. George expanded the business by attending the World's Fair in the US, where he realized the need for an international sales network. He partnered with John Wanamaker, who sold Louis Vuitton products in his New York store, the first in the US to carry the brand. To honor his father, George created a monogram with a floral pattern and interlocking L and V. Although initially surprising, the monogram became popular. George and his son Gaston continued to innovate, creating notable designs like the Keepall for everyday use, the Noe bag for carrying wine and champagne, and a redesigned Alma bag commissioned by Coco Chanel. George's success in the US set up a strong distribution network, but his death left Gaston to manage the business solo. World War II hit hard, with cancelled contracts and closed factories, leading Gaston to allegedly collaborate with the German party to keep LV afloat. After the war, Gaston's sons, Henri and Claude, revived the company with new luggage models but faced stagnation. They turned to their brother-in-law, Henry Racamier, who transformed LV by shifting to retail and expanding into Asia, boosting sales from $20 million to over $260 million in 6 years. Henry's bold global strategy led to LV's near $1 billion sales, culminating in a merger with Moet Hennessy to form LVMH. However, internal disputes and a power struggle with Bernard Arnault, who secretly acquired control of LVMH, forced Henry out. This caused LV to lag behind in the luxury market, until Yves Castle revitalized the brand with innovative designs and high-profile collaborations. Today, LV, known for its in-house craftsmanship and iconic bags, stands as the world's top luxury brand, valued over $30 billion. This is the remarkable journey of a homeless teenager who built a billion-dollar empire.